Hi, I'm Mike Cohen, and I'm a local realtor at Compass in Los Angeles. I'm here at Classic Tile and Flooring in Santa Monica, and today we're going to be speaking with Jonathan Heravi as he shares with us some tips of the trade. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Very excited. Today we have John Heravi. Thank you for joining us, John. I know you guys are pretty busy right now. John, if you could introduce yourself, your company, and what you do.
Sure. Hi, Mike. Thanks for having me over. I'm John from Classic Tile and Flooring in Santa Monica. We are a tile and stone showroom located on the corner of 10th and Santa Monica Boulevard. We've been in business since 1992. The company was founded by my father. He got into this business, and shortly after, me and my brother joined. So we're a family business, and we carry tile like ceramic tile, porcelain, stones, glass, concrete, many different kinds of materials, including hardwood floors. And so we basically serve the entire LA area. We work a lot with designers, architects, contractors, and homeowners. And so that's what we do.
Want to give the viewers, some advice here. If you don't mind talking about what are three of the biggest mistakes that people tend to make with regards to tile, whether it's choices or just how they go about the process.
Right. It's a great question. So I would say mistake number one would be get a quality installer. Obviously, you want to get a quality tile as well. A lot of people think that like all tiles are the same, and it's not. So you want to get a tile made by a reputable company. The Italians make one of the best tiles in the world. That's one of the reasons why we specialize in Italian tiles. So start off with a good quality tile, but at the same time, you also want to get an experienced tile installer. So even if you're doing, let's just say like a glass tile, make sure that the installer that you use has glass tile experience, because it does differ from when it comes to like installation from like a ceramic tile to glass tile. It's not the same process. So just make sure that whatever material you are installing, that installer does have a lot of experience installing that kind of tile. Tip number two, I would say, is so going back to a quality tile, not all tile is going to be the same quality. So if you go with, like, for example, a very cheap tile that's like $1 or $2 a square foot, don't expect it to be perfectly level and flat and straight on all the edges. That's one of the reasons like we specialize in like rectified tiles. So rectified means the edges are all laser straight on all sides. So one of the benefits of that is it's going to give you a really nice tight joint. So when you put your grout joints together, you can do like a 1/16 inch of a joint. So just make sure you start off as well with a good quality tile. A lot of the cheap ones also tend to crack a lot. I had a friend who, it was a situation where it was like an insurance job, but they had to end up going with like a very cheap tile. And we had a party there one night, and everyone just started jumping, and one by one, all the tiles started cracking on the floor. So it was bad, and he had to replace the whole floor all over again because he just didn't start off with a good tile. So that's probably a mistake number two. Obviously good installer, but you also have to have a good quality tile as well. Third mistake I would say is be prepared whenever you want to you're ready for tile. Do your homework. So that means before you come into the showroom, feel free to come in anytime, and we'll give you a consultation as well. But before you come in, it's a good idea to take some pictures of the space, get some measurements, get square footages. That really helps. Whenever you come to the showroom, we can zero in on the tile, which tile to show you, and the right tile that's for you. because a lot of people come and they don't know exactly what they want. So, a great tool to use is our Instagram page or our website, classictileflooring.com. You can also use houzz.com,
Okay.
HOUZZ.com, Pinterest. Save some pictures of things that inspire you, things that really speak to you, things that you love, and use those, save them to like an idea book and bring them in and, use that as a springboard for your design. Because when you see the picture, you'll know exactly what to expect of the look. Because a lot of people are visual people and they have to see it. They can't just see like a sample, like a loose piece of sample. They can't visualize a whole wall with it or a whole floor. So better to come in with some pictures saved of what you like, and we'll get you the right tile. And I also wanted to mention an honorary mention number 4 is a lot of people order tile, or they'll order like just the right amount that they need quantity wise,
Okay.
but then like down the line, could be 2 years later, could be 5 years later, we get people coming here on a weekly basis, previous clients of ours, and saying, oh, I had to open up a wall for a plumbing job, or I had to open up a floor because there was a leak, or who knows what's going to happen in the future. And unfortunately, this whole business is business where lines come in and lines come out so quickly. So, you want to always order a couple of boxes extra to keep in your storage, keep it in your garage, keep it somewhere, so that because if down the line you ever need to do a repair job, you'll have some tiles left over that you could use for a patch job. Or else, it turns into a situation where that tile gets discontinued and now the person is stuck in a limbo. They have to go with a tile that's not going to match, or you have to sometimes rip out the whole area. So it's a really good tip to also keep some tile for the future.
There's a
Right.
lot of people you probably just helped with that suggestion right there.
Yeah, just we've been in business for 28 years, and I'm telling you, on a weekly basis, we get people here all the time for like a repair job, and it's very important to always keep a few boxes extra, at least a couple of boxes extra of whatever you're ordering.
Let's shift a little bit. Let's talk about a word that's commonly thrown around in the tile industry, and you can maybe decipher some myths about it. Let's talk about porcelain.
Yeah, porcelain is probably the number one most popular tile in our whole showroom. It's very durable. It's stain resistant, scratch resistant. It's heat resistant, water resistant. So because of all that, it's just completely maintenance free. It's super popular. It originally started off as a floor tile when it first came out. It's in the ceramic family, but it started off as a floor tile, and then in more modern days, the last few years, especially, people have been putting it up on the walls as well. So you're seeing it all over, from shower walls to exterior of buildings, of houses. So it's very popular.
Great. So let's talk about a couple trends that are going on right now in the tile world.
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say porcelain now is coming out in slab sizes. So that means we're talking about 10 feet by 5 feet slab sizes. So imagine instead of doing a shower wall, you're doing it in like a 6 by 12 or a 12 by 24. Now you can do just one big sheet, one big slab on a wall. You can even put like two slabs on a wall, right next to each other, and you have them book matched, so that the veins come together just like a natural marble will.
Oh wow,
So yeah, so you could do a porcelain, slab. You could do it in a concrete look, wood look. You could do it in a marble look. Those are really beautiful, and it eliminates all the grout. You're going to have maybe one or two grout joints, like some seam, one little seam, for the two slabs or three slabs that you have. So that eliminates all the grout joints. It's really easy to clean and maintain. It looks beautiful, and it looks so real that you cannot even tell that you're looking at porcelain. It looks like the real, whatever it's trying to mimic, real stone, real wood. So that's one of the biggest things that's trending right now, I would say.
that's awesome, man. I love that.
Also, something that's really hot is NUHeat radiant floor heating systems. So basically, what that is, it's a floor heating system that's like as thin as a credit card, and it goes right underneath the tile. So, I mean, once you experience this, you can't even go back to like cold tile anymore. You can't even go back to the regular feel of tile. It feels super luxurious. It feels just so cozy right under your feet. Basically, it's like a, like I said, it comes in it's an electric system, and that's built into a mat, and it unrolls like a blanket right under the subfloor, and then connects to a nice touchscreen thermostat, and it's a programmable thermostat. You never need to worry about fussing with it like on or off. You just set it and forget it. So you could set it to like say turn on at 6 a.m. You leave to work at 9 a.m. It turns off by itself. You could control with your phone. You could tie it into your smart home system, and it's just fantastic. It's very very popular. I would say the number one most popular place that we put it in is bathrooms, kitchens. We do whole houses in it. We just had a client recently here in Venice is allergic to dust and didn't want forced air heating. So he was building the house from the ground up. So what he did was he came to us and he's doing tile in the whole house. He's like, hey, you guys have a solution for this? I'm allergic to dust. What? So we are like, yeah, NUHeat, the floor heating system. So that's what he did. We put floor heating system in all 3 floors of his house, and now because heat naturally rises,
Right.
so he has no forced air heating, because so that eliminates all dust. And since he's in Venice by the ocean, his air conditioning is basically he just opens the windows, and he always has a nice breeze coming in. And in the wintertime when it gets cold, he just turns on his floor heating, and it just naturally rises, and that's his heating system. So yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome material. It's very energy efficient system. It uses very little electricity, and yeah, I highly recommend it. If anyone's ever interested in it, just contact us. I think we're the only ones in LA, if I'm not mistaken, where we will come out to the job site and get the measurements for you, and give you a quote within 24 hours. So you never have to, you don't even have to fuss with it. We'll just come out and give you a quote on it.
John, we got a consultation, my wife and I, from you, and it was probably hands down, one of the best consultations that I've gotten. So, one of the reasons why I wanted to come back and interview you, because I know your style and I know you take care of people. But I just thought I'd share that with the consumer, that I've had firsthand experience of working with you, and they won't be sorry.
Oh, I appreciate that, Mike. That means a lot. Yeah, it's our pleasure.
John, I want to say thank you. I mean, this was amazing. But I want to give the people some of the places where they can find you. So if you don't mind sharing your website, your Instagram handle, and then where else they can find you and what they should do.
Sure. So our website is classictileflooring.com. You could also check out our Instagram, where we keep that also very active. We try to get a lot of installation images from our clients, and we post it onto there. And that's Instagram.com/classic tile flooring, and that's our handle, classic tile flooring. You can also call us at 310-576-6200, or email us at info@classictileflooring.com.